This is the basic lower body warm-up, and we're going to start out on the foam roll. I start out foam rolling our glutes. Anytime you find a knot in there, you can stick on it. Foam rollers get in there pretty good. You can cross the leg over if you need to. If you find a knot in there, you can also get on a nice hard medicine ball or a softball or a lacrosse ball if you're really tight in there. Once we're done with the glute, we're going to transition right into the hamstring. You want to make sure you get kind of all three. See my legs kind of turn to the outside, getting the outer hamstring, medial hamstring. Get all three areas of the hamstring in there. You can also hit that with a tougher ball if you need to as well. I'm going to roll over to the side, hit the tensor fascia lata just a little bit. Some people say you don't even need to hit the TFL. I do a little bit. There's a lot of knots in there. Quad, if you do find some knots, you can flex or you can work the leg in and out over that knot, trying to get it to loosen up. Roll around. Try to relax if you can when you're on the adductors in here. Most people are pretty tense because it can get a little bit painful, but it's good to loosen up because just about everybody has tight adductors. And just kind of work it around in there and then work our way back around to the top, and we're going to switch to the other leg. Once the upper leg, quads, hamstrings, glutes are all done, we're going to move down to the calves. So you can start with both the legs on the foam roller, kind of take some of the pressure off. The calves can actually get pretty sensitive in there. If that's not enough pressure, if it's not getting the knots out of there, you can cross one leg over. That will increase the amount of pressure that you can put in there. Again, if you find a knot, you can work the ankle back and forth and kind of work that knot out, try and loosen it up. But you want to work all the way around. You can even work the top of the leg too, or the front of the leg if needs to. Once we're done foam rolling, we transition right back into sitting back onto our heels, toes down, child's pose. We can inch the arms out as everything tries to relax and breathe. We'll move to one side, stretch the lat down the right side, and then we'll cross it over and we'll also stretch the lat down the left side. After we've sat in child pose on each side for about a good 10 to 15 seconds, we're going to transition into frog stretch, or what my wife likes to call the stripper stretch. Your quadruped position, knees are out wide, hands are just supporting up front, and you're going to rock back onto your heels, trying to keep the back straight. Every 2 or 3 reps, we're going to widen out those knees and kind of stretch out the adductors a little more, but as you can see, I'm trying to keep a nice straight line. I shouldn't drop my head like that. It's a bad habit of mine. Try to keep your ears, shoulders, and hips all in a straight line. From there, we transition right into some T-spine rotations. As you can see, I'm rotating around the back. You're not kind of flexing. There's a little bit of an extension and flexion in there, but not much. But we just want to kind of open up that upper back. And as you can see, we're kind of rotating around that shoulder that on the hand that's down. A couple things to avoid here is kind of going too much flexion and extension. We just want to work on make sure we're rotating around the spine and working on some stability in the shoulder.